Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a coffee talk. It's Sunday morning, the 23rd of October from the left side of the Atlantic.
And from the correct side of the Atlantic is Pilgrim with his original Miserable Monday mug with his Royal Blend tea. However, I have splashed the cash. I have splashed the cash and bought, which you should all go and do, is buy yourself a Pilgrim and a suave-looking pilot of Guido mug.
Suave, yes. Get yourself a dirty old gnarly elbow.
Gnarly elbow and a suave pilot.
Diablo, thanks for the resub, man. Much appreciated. 7 months. Who's here? Stickler. Gator's here. What's going on, guys? Kedge as well. Rico Suave. Yeah, in my younger years. Good morning, everybody. Cliffy's present as well. Good to see you guys. How's your weekend been going there, Pilgrim?
It's been okay, actually. It's a bit of a wet, damp squid because it's
Is it?
England, of course. Yeah.
Bright,
we've had
shiny.
we've had about 130 hours of rain now, so normal.
So no more heat wave then.
No more heat wave. No,
No.
I've got my long sleeves on now. Look,
Not hiding from the sun. Now you're hiding from the rain.
I'm hiding from the rain.
Excellent.
I've got a good weekend. We had the granddaughters round. They're off on holiday next week, so because they're on half-term break. So we get to see them on Saturday. And the littlest one, she's 4. She came in the door. She went, "Grandad." I went, "Yes." She went, "You're my bestest ever friend." And I thought, that's, you know what I mean? It brought tears to my eyes.
yeah.
Then she went, "Where's the sweetie jar?" I went, "Oh, now I know why I'm your bestest ever friend."
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
learning how to work the grandpa, man.
That is it.
Yep.
Where's the sweetie jar? Right, okay.
That's awesome. All right, let's see. Channel news. What do we got going on? I just finished the 7501.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I played that to 60%. Did okay with it.
Good.
100 battles, so we're done with that. We finished the TS75 last week, and I'm
Right.
not sure what's next.
Did you not finish the Shrek? Did you finish the Shrek?
We did, didn't we? You're right.
think-
We
yeah,
did it on
was
stream
it
yesterday.
Friday or Saturday?
I forgot. Yeah. The Shrek. Yeah, that grew on me. I liked it much better towards the end. I got to 55%, so I clawed my way above 50%, but my numbers weren't great. Certainly not what some people are doing. I only just, was it the last battle? I think it was. I marked it the last
One
battle.
marked it. Yeah, one marked it on the last battle.
I won marked my participation trophy on the last battle.
Yeah.
Man, a bit of a struggle. I mean, it has its moments. It definitely has its moments. Not bad. Good morning, Bonzi. How you doing, man? So
Be
we
in the house.
indeed. So we did that. I don't know when the next stream is, guys. It'll be like last week. If I have a chance, I'll knock it out. We'll act like it's
You
work or
can't
something.
say
I can
that.
say
I told
that.
you
Yes.
yesterday. You can't say you'll knock one out.
Yeah. Well, hold on.
No.
There we go. I typed it.
Oh man.
Yeah. It just means do it.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's it for channel news, unless you got anything else to chuck out there.
No, I think there's so much going on. It's making my head spin. You know what I mean? There's all these onslaught and pumpkin smash.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I like that. It is Pumpkin Smash. It's not Bash. I've changed its name. We did talk about it last week while you weren't here. We will be doing the Christmas thing, looking for players who could use a pick-me-up. So if you've guys, 2 things. If you want to donate, that's fine. Make sure you send the note to me that you've donated for that reason. You can find the link down there for the PayPal thing. Don't have to donate to give me some names. So if you've got a name or two, or somebody you think is could use a pick-me-up over the Christmas season. Again, we're waiting to find out what it's going to be and all that stuff before we get too crazy about deciding how we're going to not do the thing. I almost said knock it out again. But keep that in the back of your mind, guys, if you're interested in that. And I'll do a video as it gets closer. I just want to keep letting everyone know that's what we're going to do. Let's.
If there's a deserving cause out there, let's do it.
I guess we should chill then.
I think we should. Oh, find
Get that blue light. It's time to do
Get
it.
it. There we go.
All right.
Let's get it on.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a whole lot to shill about. Oh, see, Pilgrim, you know what happened?
What happened?
Well, I did brag about how I was ready, but I was not ready. Oh, it worked.
Oh, did it work? Wow.
Just
well,
like
the
that.
only time it's going to happen.
Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe. Oh, maybe not.
Question is, does this thing work? No, does
No.
not.
No, of course not.
Nope. I still haven't figured that out. Actually, never mind. Doesn't matter. Nobody cares. All right.
No.
We are going to do something. Hold on, because I got to get the chat. If I don't have the chat, then I don't know what everyone's talking about. So we're going to pop that right out of there. Whoop. Then we're going to lose the chat because it resets. Good. That's always fun.
Oh, Bruce Bass has just got out of bed. He's picked
Excellent.
the fluff from between his toenails, so his toes are now clean because he's picked all the fluff out, and he's sitting there with a pipe, his coffee, in his flannelette pajamas.
Excellent.
Apparently,
Well,
that's what my imagination says.
In the old days, you've been locked out of the briefing room, but we don't do that anymore because
Yeah,
we're just
we
old
don't.
guys sitting around having a coffee.
Yeah, that's it.
What's for sale, man? What can we spend our hard-earned cash on?
Well, there's always the T44-100, isn't it?
There is that for 93 bones. Woohoo!
That's not cheap, is it?
No, and we get a bunch of extra stuff. You can also buy the Halloween Coven for $61. We talked about that last week. That's like $10 a crew member.
Yeah. Which, okay, individually it doesn't sound a lot of money, but it does as a package, doesn't it? You know, you're going to get... Oh, do you actually get the crew members by buying it, dear?
Yeah.
As well as all the
Well, there's
styles?
3 ways to do it. You can do the missions, which we'll get to. You can
Yeah.
pay the gold in the game,
Oh, okay.
2,500
I didn't
a character,
realize
which is $10. Or you can
Right.
spend $61 to get all 5, and then some other decals and whatnot.
Right, okay. I'm not sure that would be the way for me to go, but yeah. Okay,
Now,
fair one.
if you want 2 full crews, you can buy them and win them.
Oh, so there's no correlation between buying them and winning them. There's no connection.
Not that I'm aware of. I think you get both. And now, as I think about it, I'm wondering if you can. Can you get all 3?
They did a third way of getting it as well.
Hold on.
Buy them with gold. Because that'd be a bit naughty, wouldn't it? Because you'd have 3 lots of super crews.
I bet it's
guess.
not possible. But I did win the second one this morning, so let me go into the game while we're thinking about it. And we'll go
See if
over
we can buy the
to
second one.
with the gold. Let's see if we can get 2. Can we get 2? Somebody's tried that out there. Cliffy's got to know. Anybody tried this yet? Go to the store. Where's the store? Event store. This is going to be funny if I can buy it again.
Just around
I bet I
midnight, isn't
can't.
it?
I bet I can't. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I bet
Wait,
you
what?
can.
I have Cordelia and it still shows available to buy. Oh, you apparently you can buy as many as you want.
Really?
I guess.
I wonder if that's meant. I wonder if that is meant.
It still shows.
So you can buy as many commanders with all the perks and everything else as you want.
Yeah, I don't want to press the purchase button to test it because I don't think there's another warning screen after that or a warning thing. But I have the 2 and they still show available. So I guess you can buy as many of those as you want, folks.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, why not let them buy them? I guess, catch. I guess if
Well-
people say,
Yes and no, because they were sort of against selling, better crew members as pay to win kind of idea. But that I guess that's right out the door now.
well, just around midnight, thinks there's a forum thread about it.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting.
So there you go. But buy away. Terrible Terror just has some
Please.
stuff. That's what, $37. The 44-100, like you said, there's this package with the old T28E with F30 with all kinds of stuff, and then we've got the community contributor packages there. That's another Commander. These are $20 because there's a bunch of other stuff thrown in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is Quickie Babies 21.98 and Skills is 20.05?
Because Whiny Baby's, special, isn't he? He's proper special.
Well, some of the others are the same price as his. What's the difference?
Skill's cheap. Skill's cheap. Cheap our skill.
There's got to be some kind of reason. I guess one has... Okay, so he has... Let's see how many items he has. Skill has 9, 15, and a style. And the Commander. So 15 and a style. Does Quickie Baby have one more little doodad or something? He has 9, 15, and a style.
Well, I've no idea how they're going to price that all that up. I've no idea.
What on earth?
I've no idea.
Yeah, so Awesome Epic Guys is 2005 Skills, and then we come down here and we got. I wonder if it's a slight difference in taxes for their origin or something. I don't know, but they're all the same numbers. There's two different numbers that are all the same. Is poor Orzanelle, is he still living down in the basement? Oh. Orzanelle. Oh, you weren't here last week when I found this. His is down here in the basement. I don't know if it's the same on EU, on the EU site, but his isn't attached to the rest of the...
Oh, that's a bit...
It's naughty. That's naughty, isn't it?
Naughty, yeah.
It is naughty.
Doesn't fit in. There's 2, 4... There's 8 showing. And where's he? Is it right down the bottom? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's in the basement.
He's like, goodbye. If that's the case, why isn't he cheaper? Why isn't he free?
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
They don't like him.
I like how they haven't fixed that. That's been there for a couple weeks now, or at least a week, and they haven't fixed it. If I was him, I'd be complaining about that. I'm like, dude, get me up there with the rest of the dudes.
Well, I would be saying I'm the same price as Quickie Baby. Put me up there.
Yeah, they get a tip. They get 10% of that. So every one of these sold, they get $2 and some change.
Guess I'm not going to be buying them then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can get them. I'll show you that, but save up if you want one of those. Save up your. Well, you don't have that, I guess. You don't have the Twitch coin thing going on. The Prime.
Right.
Yeah. So you can.
I'm not on Prime, so yeah.
Yeah, so you can get them from drops.
Okay. Fair enough. You know what I mean? If there's a different way of getting it than using real money, that's fine, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I bet that's a grind and a half just to get one of them.
The cheaper have been released before. Well, that's interesting.
Oh.
I don't know why that would have anything to do with it, but I guess it could. But it's not a big deal. It's $1.93 for my.
They have been released before because I've got a skill commander. Yeah, they have. Yeah.
So the new
Well, yeah,
editions.
yeah.
Well, that's not true because Quickie Baby was released. Oh no, he declined the first time, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he didn't do the first one. Skill did definitely.
Yeah. He did.
Because
So-
I've still got skill on my EU account attached to the Char Future, which is cool.
Yeah. All right, so the furry is out. If you want a furry, you can get one of them bad boys. We have the Chrysler K, which I am currently one of the greatest Chrysler K drivers of all time.
You are on you are 100% win rate in that.
Yeah. In 10 battles, by the way, guys.
Yeah, in 10 battles exactly. Not many people can do that.
I played it yesterday, and I just happened to look at the stats, and I'm like, 100%. And then I'm like, how many battles is that? Like, that was my 10th battle. Somehow I've won all of them.
Put them to one side. Put them to one side now. Don't touch it.
And done pretty well because the average damage is like 2,800 or something like that. So I maybe just leave that tank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that's the black version, I think, though, because I have the other one that's obviously not 100%. You know what the bummer about that is?
What's the bummer about that, Guido?
There's going to be a reckoning.
I think there will be.
Right? I'm not going to get to 100 battles at 100% or anything near it. Probably 55 to 58 based on the way I've been playing lately. Which means there's a painful reckoning coming.
Yeah, there's a big chunk where you're going to lose,
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah,
draw, lose, draw,
Yep.
lose. Yeah, you know it.
Kian, how you doing? Hello. So I'm almost guaranteed to have some crummy streak.
Yeah, and I don't want to be in your platoon when that happens.
Kian, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated, my friend. Welcome to the show. Talking tanks and other bollocks.
And other bollocks, yeah. Absolutely.
We got the Lorraine, the 120. Pretty standard stuff here. Nothing jumped out at me, guys, with all of this stuff. Poor Orzanel. He's just in the
Fairly
basement
standard,
down there.
yeah.
Just
Standard.
what has happened? Down in the basement. Specials-wise, it's all the same stuff, my friends. See, look, he's even in the basement on this other one.
Yeah, he's on all of them. He's not liked, is he? They're picking on him. That's so unfair.
Can you just buy the Fury? This is collector's gem, so you're getting some gold.
Can you? No. Yeah, 1995. Hang on. No, you still get gold with it, don't you? And 5 missions.
Let's go to vehicles here and see if you can just buy the Fury.
Just by the Fury.
Chrysler K is only 32. That's actually a pretty good tank. I'll have a quick tip for side scraping with that thing. We'll talk about side scraping next Tuesday. 42 bucks with stuff. We have 25 with gold. I do not see it, just the Fury.
No, I mean, there's one with just golden missions, but that's 20 odd dollars, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing there. Can't see it.
Just have
Diablo says play with him and get a 65% win rate.
carry. I don't
Yeah,
get carried by Diablo.
yeah.
This thing's
He is
minus.
a bit of a carry beast, isn't he?
Yeah, he
is
is.
a bit of a carry beast, Diablo. He
Good
is.
player, good player. Let's
He
see.
is.
Minus 15%. Do I have a... No, there's not a coupon. There's not a coupon. It's a pretty good price if you're still buying tier 8s. I mean, it's not necessarily a meta tank. It is quite strong in situations. But you're going to have to be willing to shoot gold.
Yeah.
You got to be willing to shoot some gold, man.
Have you got a GI Joe tab up there? Have you?
I do. Yes. Good call.
Well,
This
I've
is
got
the
a
last day.
I've got a 20%. I just realised I got a 20% off discount. When
That was the code you put in that you said you just put in.
Is that what it is?
And it does
TS5.
not apply to every one of the packages.
No,
I-
only to the TS5.
Yeah, I don't believe. Yeah, it doesn't apply to the new ones, but I think it applies to the. Does it apply to the package of both of them? I think maybe someone said that.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it applies to if you want to buy the Showdown, which is a lot of money, £100, £104.
Yeah, but does it apply to the? I think it also applies to if you buy both the new ones together. It looks like I think.
Ultimate Clash, it does. Yeah, Ultimate Clash. Can I see how much it knocks off? So it's £120.
Yeah, it drops it down to $115 for me.
Hell, a lot of
Still,
money
it's
though,
still a
isn't
lot.
it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, oh man.
Yep. But if you're thinking about that, fellas, it's today. Today's the last day. I screwed up this morning. I had some time, so I played two. We'll get to the pumpkin smash in a minute, but I was then messing around with the two crew members I have, Baroness and Cover Girl, which I got comped from World Wargaming because I did some content for them on it. So, but they have to be recruited by the 31st of this month.
Yeah.
So then I went, all right, well, I started looking for tanks to put them in and wasn't really thinking straight and screwed up because what I should have done is made sure that they were the right nationality for the tank. So unfortunately, I made Cover Girl. No, I put Baroness in the Minotauro.
Right.
Because I'm like, oh, she looks like an Italian beauty. Let's put her in the Minotauro.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Dark haired. Got the Italian, chic clothing on and all that stuff.
Yes, very tight leather pants. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I blew it. And then I'm thinking, well, let's at least put CoverGirl in the right spot, and then I got doing something else, and I put her in the Renegade going, oh yeah, I need to make sure she's American because she goes in the Renegade. And then I clicked and I went, oh, no, Sweden. That was supposed to be Sweden.
Yeah. Well, it works for me. Don't worry. You see, my brain says that the bad girl is Commander AF and CoverGirl is based on Tragic. If you look at the facial features, you know what I mean? I think there's a bit of wargaming naughtiness going on there.
I don't know. I don't.
Commander AF did turn up on one of her videos dressed in red with the sunglasses and everything. Who am I going for? She said.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
You know. Okay.
Yep.
And the sort of boyish figure is Tragic lost. Should we stop now? Right.
Yeah, I'm hearing the echo too, just a little
You can hear
bit.
the echo. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that's doing that, to be honest.
Probably earbuds, maybe.
No, it's got to be either feedback.
I don't know.
It's feedback or another mic picking something up, but I only have one mic going out right now, so I'm not sure. I thought it was coming from yours. Actually, I just heard it again right there. Where is that coming from? Can you hear it?
No, I get a slight distortion in your voice. That's all.
Are you only listening to me in your headsets, or do
Yeah,
you have me coming out of the mic at all? Out of the
No, I've got unmuted. I've muted the stream. So I mean, if I put it on, I can now hear myself talking, but in my headphones. So the stream's muted. Oh,
It's not my side then, because when I turned off my mic, my voice isn't going.
all right. Can I hear you?
No, I can hear you. I don't know where it's coming from, to be honest.
So Twitch on my side is muted. And Discord is just running, and I've got nothing else open, and I'm using that for picking me up and these to hear what's going on.
Yeah, so there shouldn't be any. Not really sure why it's doing that. I have no idea.
Tech
Man.
can hear an echo. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone.
Sounds
I can
like
actually hear it. I can actually hear it in my earpiece, unless we're getting that delay thing going on again that I had going on with some of my audio channel stuff the other day. Let me see. Oh, I know what it is. Boom. Is it gone? No, it's not gone. My headset mic was on. Now it's off.
My headset mic is off.
I wonder if the camera is doing it. I don't have.
Let me have a look at my cam, because my camera also has a mic on it, and I don't know if I've got that turned off. Hang on. Let's have a quick look. Voice and video. No. My no, Discord settings is microphone is a Solarcast, and the stingers are the speakers, which is my headset. So nothing is.
No, the
nothing
camera
is
mic is.
mic.
My camera mic is muted, so it's not that. It's not my aux mic. Oh, wait a minute, it's gone. Test 1 2.
Testing.
I think it's gone. Is that better? Talk to me, Goose. Nope, it's still there.
Okay, me go.
If I go loud enough, it comes back. That's weird.
Sutek says the echo is gone for him.
It wasn't, and it came back when I was loud enough. Huh. Goose, how you doing, man? What's going on? How was the stream? What is happening, man? Big raid. What's going on? We're talking tanks. Are you just finishing from last night?
He's been up early this morning because I got a notification. He was well up early.
Holy cow! He's just finishing from last night.
13 hours, man.
Did you just finish all 160 battles of Onslaught?
Oh my goodness. Goose is tired. Yep, he needs a sleep.
Holy cow, man! Thanks for the raid, dude. Hope you had a good time.
Right, while you're all there, get to Teespring and buy yourself a Guido mug and a Pilgrim mug. They're cheap as chips, but they're really, really good quality.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Or you can have a Miserable Monday one, look.
It's always phenomenal, Pig Feather. Absolutely, man. 100%. It's the fun.
He just does marathon sessions. Goose, I don't know how you do it. You must drink a lot of caffeine.
Somebody needs to make that song phenomenon.
Yeah.
Phenomenon.
Goose is
Phenomenal.
He doesn't know how he does it, look. Goose is like, I don't know how I do it. I just do it.
How?
I think it's the makeup.
How do he do it?
How do we do it?
Nobody knows.
A lot of rum. Oh dear, 130 phenomenals.
So many phenomenals.
Oh.
Really, only 130 in 13 hours? That's 10 an hour, though. That's a phenomenal per
That is a phenomenal note.
per 6 minutes. That's a P M of 6. Phenomenals per minute of 6. No, not phenomenals per. How would that be? Yeah, that's right. It's what, 6? One every 6 minutes. So his ppm is 1 every 6 minutes.
Wow.
Phenomenals per hour then would be 6. Yes, pph would be 6. There you go.
Yeah.
I think he should.
Wow.
He should do a stream where the entire purpose of it is to say as many phenomenals as possible.
Yes, and get his guests to do the same.
Like every sentence has to have some kind of phenomenal to where it gets so annoying it's funny.
Yes. So it would be right. Today we're going to phenomenally do something with World of Tanks. Phenomenally.
Like if you could do, that should be the phenomenal charity stream.
Yeah, I'd pay to listen to that. Maybe not for 13 hours, but I'd pay to listen to it.
No, I'm just kidding with you, Goose, man. It's awesome. Awesome stuff, dude. Thanks for coming in and bringing everybody with you. Where were we? What were we doing? We were shilling, weren't we?
We were shilling, I think. We'd done the premium shop to death.
Yeah, we're
There's
done.
nothing in there.
We're done with that. We're done with the premium
with
shop. So now we need to do missions and specials.
We need to do missions and specials.
Man, there's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Isn't it just?
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
It is phenomenal, isn't it? Phenomenal.
I can't steal his shtick, man. I can't do that. We have the end of GI Joe stuff. We have the Onslaught thing ongoing. We have the Pumpkin Smash. I call it Smash.
Yeah.
Could be Bash, but I call it Smash.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff. GI Joe, like we said, ends today. They have changed Pumpkin Bash.
Yes, haven't they just? I wonder why that is.
Yeah, I actually like that.
Yeah.
It means they're listening.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it that they've looked at the stats and they found that nobody's really playing the mode, so they decided to change it?
That's a kind of listening, isn't it?
Well, I guess it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's a reflection of the stats of how many people are not playing it.
So they've added a mission. I think a lot of you guys know this. They've added a mission where you can make credits. So because they made you buy the little special magic powers, you weren't paying for ammo. By the way, if you're playing that, make sure that you load the premium because it's unlimited and you don't pay for it. So there's no reason to shoot standard. But unfortunately, you're going to have to do that every start of the game if you forget. Just load the premium and go to it.
Or you can swap the premium to your number 1 slot, or to the first ammunition slot.
I guess you could
Just
do
load
that.
in
Yeah, you could do that.
automatically.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
That's true. You could do that. Do it that way. Make sure you're using your powers. Make sure you're paying attention. Let's go over there, actually. Make sure you're paying attention to the mission. That echoes drive me crazy. I wish I knew where it was coming from. I must have a mic picking this up somewhere else.
So it's definitely not my side then, because I've got nothing transmitting, picking up other than the Suncast.
I don't think so. I don't hear it on your side. It's only when I'm actually loud, so.
Isenberg says it's gone on his end. He's not hearing it.
Well, it's if I'm loud. See, there.
Check for a white van. Is there a white van outside with the letters CI something on the side?
What were we doing? Oh,
We were looking at Pumpkin Bash Smash.
right. Help me. And I was talking about. What was I talking about? See, I've completely.
You see, we
gone
were
off the
talking
rails.
about how it's changed, and now you can, get through the missions.
I was going to talk about we had to.
Mission
Yeah, I was going
connected.
to talk about what you had to pay attention to. Oh, by the way, you can buy as many of these crew as you want, but I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Even if you win it, you can still go in and pay gold and get another one. You can even go to the store like we talked about. I don't really recommend
Yeah.
that. But go here to daily rewards, guys, and then pay attention to whatever is the daily reward is the thing you have to use to finish the mission for that particular character. So Fire Shot with the Harley Quinn ripoff is what we're doing right now. So this is Sybil Harley Quinn Brenhart.
Yeah. Which is insert name.
Yeah. So if you click on that, it'll tell you what you've got to do, and you've got to be top 3. Top 7 3 times. It was doing it 7 times, top 7. There's a couple ways to work around that, fellas. I think everyone's figured it out, but in case you haven't, you can play tier 6 or 7, and a lot of times those are 7 or 8 v 7 or 8, and then that's pretty easy to be in the top 7.
Yes. You'd be hard pressed if there was only 7 players that get 8th, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd have to be named Pilgrim to come 8th in a 7 battle.
Yeah. Gravel load, what's happening, man? Yep, I'm with you, Houdang. Absolutely. Pretty easy at tier 6. You just got to get in there. I see a lot of people being very careful and trying to kind of play pub-like.
Just go crazy.
Yeah, I mean, don't throw away all your hit points for zero reason, but get in there and mix it up and shoot and shoot and shoot. Use the fire thing. I've also heard a lot of people talking about they're not bringing kits, they're not bringing fire extinguishers because they're like, screw it, I don't want to spend the money. I kind of recommend that because there's so many fire shots, you get lit on fire a lot, and that'll keep you shooting for a bit. Even though you respawn, it takes a while to get back into the fight.
Yeah. Some good points being made. I mean, the 1357 variants, the Cromwell B. The Cromwell B is a right pain in the arse when you come across it. You know what I mean? It just plink, 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 and
I used that one. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, get the extra armor ram thing on it as well, so you can. Yeah.
The 1357's pretty good. You still got to think a little bit about pen, but since you're spamming gold, you're in pretty good shape with just about anything. I took the TS-75 this morning and I had like a 9,000 damage game without even really trying.
Well, people are taking KV2s in, aren't they? The KV2 and the KV2R, they're going in as well.
Okay, so we got some questions from Gator. Let's go back to it. The kits are not free, just the ammo. So we'll show you. See these little infinity symbols here? So your ammo's free. You will pay for kits. Some people are pulling the kits off just to not spend the money. I don't care too much about money. My point is to try to get through the mission, so I'm going to maximize my ability with that, but I don't know. I'm telling you, if I don't figure out what is going on with that echo, it's going to drive me crazy. Oh, I know what it is. Hold on. All right, did this fix it? No. Wait. Test 1, 2, 3. I have everything off except my mic. My mic, for some reason, may be doing a delay thing, because OBS was doing that to me the other day. Are you guys still getting the delay? Are still getting the echo? That's weird. All right. Hopefully that answered the questions for everybody. Oh, wait. Well, I think it went away. No, it's still there. In OBS, are you set to output mute in advanced audio? I don't know. Wow, let me find out. Output mute in advanced audio. Audio, okay. Advanced. Where is that? Is that at the bottom? Output mute. Is that's probably on output, not audio. There we go. Advanced. I don't have that. I don't see that on there. Yeah, I don't see that on there. If you guys aren't hearing it, then I don't care. Sometimes you can hear yourself because there is a slight delay. Anyway, there you go. If you're not hearing it, then I don't care. Pete, appreciate the follow, my friend. Where were we? We were talking about Pumpkin Bash, right? Did we answer everyone's questions? Did we answer everyone's questions on that? Yep. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, as long as you guys aren't hearing it, I don't really care. Somebody did mention you do have to set these. These are the special powers, so you do have to put them in the slots. Blah, blah, blah. Right. Yep. And pay attention to the one that's required for the mission. The wording on that's a little weird. All you have to do is have that particular power. I'm not even sure if you have to use it, but go ahead and use it just to make sure. And there's no amount of times. It's just pumpkin points is what gets you there. So you need to use the particular power that is for the mission and then get as many pumpkin points to be in the top 7, and there you go. And you are? Oh. All right.
They're all like, thumbs up, we got rid of Pilgrim.
That was me trying to get rid of the echo. Yeah, I turned you off. You should be back now. Okay. Make sure that you put those, and then if you want to auto resupply, you can click the button there. Otherwise, you're going to have to do it every time you play. No, stop that. He's jacking with you. He's jacking with you.
Okay.
All right. So that's Pumpkin Bash, my friends. That is Pumpkin Bash.
Smash.
Smash and smash a bash a rasha.
Smash and bash.
All right.
I did a couple of games this morning. Do you know, the funny thing about it is I've stopped getting frustrated with World of Tanks a couple of, like a year or two ago. I sort of matured into it. This has brought back all the feelings of hate. All the feelings of hate, this mode. I go in, I'm going, and when somebody singles you out, like in a Cromwell Big, keeps plinking you, like, I hate you, and I want you to stamp on your head. I really do. So I've stopped playing it now.
This morning I had a Barask, and he was a pretty good player. He kept strafing me and lighting me on fire, and every time I respawned. And then, because it was 77 and their team got a bit of advantage and was clearly better than our team, it was Pilsen, so they didn't have both caps, but they were pretty close, and they'd moved really forward. So you spawn right there in that open area, and it's just. It didn't matter because I didn't need to win. I just needed to do enough to be top 7. So I worked through it, and I was running a Progetto, but that Barask, like you said, that Barask strafed me and killed me like 4 times. I'm like, ah. You're like, you little son of a.
Yeah. Yeah. I really want to stamp on your little toe very hard.
I mean, it really is a lot of the stuff that I don't get too jazzed about in computer games with the really hyperactive, lots of explosions and stuff going on. So right now it's pretty easy to knock it out. Pilgrim.
You cannot, and I repeat myself, I will repeat myself, you cannot say knock one out.
I am
without
not
me. You
transmitting.
can't do that.
I am not transmitting from England.
That is terrible. You can't knock one out on stream. Somebody.
4 per side is chaos. And Pete,
Chaos, yeah.
Pete, we are a good couple to watch. 100%. 100%. Yeah, there's a lot of spawn camping going on.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, as soon as you spawn, you get the light bulb go off. You got been spotted. Yeah, because somebody's sat there.
But it's my comment earlier. I think it is a good thing, man, that they changed it, because they're watching it and they reacted to something in near real time, which is not always the case with these guys.
Yeah, they've obviously looked at it, and somehow they've looked at whatever they've looked at, whether it be the forums or the stats or whatever, and they've gone, we need to do something with this. Yeah.
I mean, that was a huge.
Still bad though.
The credit thing was a huge pain point, and people were super irritated, so they fixed it. I'm going to give them props for that. Now,
yeah,
Diablo is like, oh, it's still bad. Yeah, it's not my favorite mode. We'll talk about it a little while later, because there's a reason why, at least according to one of the blogs who talked to some of the developers, there's a reason why they did that as opposed to Mirror. We'll get to that.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting conversation if we look into what was on Armored Patrol.
That's what Diablo's talking about is Mirror. The code for a T-54 Mod 1 rental, this is Commander AF's code, is Pumpkin Bash. It should be
spelled with a P.
It should be Smash.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not. Pumpkin Bash. And that will get you the standard mission, some PRs, and a T-54 Mod 1. Battle Pass is ongoing, guys. You have till, I don't know, what is it, the end of the month or so?
Was it not into November?
I believe it is. Remember. Maybe it is another month, yeah. I finished it. It goes to... why would it say it here? That would be ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm sure it goes to the first week in November, something like that.
There it is. November 29th, actually. So you have one more month and a week or so left to knock that out. Yeah. To knock it up.
Just stop.
That's phenomenal.
Stop it.
That's phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
You
can't use that either. It's
I can't. Yours. I think that's copyrighted, isn't it?
It is. It's copyrighted to Goose.
I'm going to get demonetized because I use that word too much.
Yeah, absolutely.
I did mention you can buy the Pumpkin Crew in game for gold, and it appears you can buy as many of those as you want.
Yeah, we sort of looked at it, didn't we? And it says it said exactly that. It said you could buy them for gold, you could buy them for real cash, or you can grind it. But you can do it as many times as you want when it comes to buying it. Why not? Make some money for wargaming.
Why not, indeed? Why not, indeed?
Pete wants to know how to play the T-50, or wants you to show him how to play the T-54 Mod 1.
We generally don't play on Sunday mornings, man. We're just sitting around chatting about it, my friend. But it's a standard Russian hover medium. You play it like you play the hover mediums, I would say.
Yeah.
Diablo.
Lots of bouncy.
Yeah, Diablo can chuck out a couple tips for you there, I think. Cliffy, the rest of the guys. There you go. Diablo just said is what I just said. Good.
Yeah. Yeah. There is a couple of exceptions to that. The RU mediums is the rear turreted ones. They're slightly different, although they're still quite.
Yeah, you can play those a little more like a TD at times, sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we've got a couple other things in the depot. Pay attention to. The first one is go down here to your little parachute. You've got 1,000,000 pugs. Don't forget that. I have a ton of points. Those just keep accruing. This goes till the 31st, which is about a week. I'm going to save these up and grab another style that I don't need because these are all decals. There were some kits down there, so if you haven't gone in there, make sure you go there and get your kits or whatever you want off of this store. You should have a bunch of these coins. If you haven't been paying attention, it's all in there. Everyone's getting that. You didn't have to click anything or do anything. Twitch Drop Store, I'm saving up. I've got 13 now. I'm going to save up to grab one of these. Pilgrim and I were talking. I think the best voice lines are actually Awesome Epic guys.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a skill commander, but I'd struggle to have any of the others really, apart from perhaps, as you say, the Epic guys. I'd really struggle to listen to that voice, those voices, and I'll be like,
no, we're not gonna go after other CCs, not unless they deserve it.
No, I think it's a marvelous idea.
Yeah, but I liked it. I was listening to a couple of them, and I listened to a few of theirs, and these guys really got into it, and there's some pretty funny lines. So, actually, Stickler,
I've got Cabinet.
That's my favorite voice line commander.
Yeah.
That is I'm with you there. That is, of all the things they've done, that's my favorite voice line commander. I don't know. His are awesome. They crack me up.
They do. Yeah, they're very good.
What's the one? See you back in the garage, noob, or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, his are good, man. Cabbage Mech did great with those. All right,
now,
what else?
I would like to see voiceovers. I mean, they've done it with like Chuck and that, but I would like to see more of that. More of well-known celebrities getting involved in it. You know what I mean? Can you imagine having a Clint Eastwood one? You know what I mean? Do you feel lucky, punk? Do you feel lucky?
Somebody suggested yesterday on stream the best suggestion for a commander that I've heard.
Which is?
Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Dude.
I don't know where to put him, but where would you put Pee Wee? I have no idea.
He's
a T1 light.
No, he's the radio operator. He's skill locked to be a radio operator.
Yeah, that would be so good. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you could have so much fun with that because you would have to make it to where he constantly talked.
Yes, it would just be consistently in your ear.
Yeah, just continually talking.
Yeah. Isn't it a nice day outside? Anybody notice whether it's been raining lately?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I did the other day. I went out for a walk with a good lady, and I tell you what happened. I tripped over a small stone and pricked my knee. You know. Anyway, so when we was, you'd be like that, wouldn't it? You'd be going, "Shut up!"
I just had a better idea.
Oh.
It should be you.
Yeah, Pilgrim voiceover, never ending.
We can get you to just do 10 minutes straight.
Loop it.
Yeah. Well, we could get you to do 15 minutes, so no matter what, the entire game is covered with you talking. You'd have to do things like there'd be a pause and people would be like, oh, thank God he shut up, and then just go back.
The pause would be to drink tea, wouldn't it? It would be like, right, it's quiet now, he's having a slurp.
See, playa. It did come out of nowhere, my friend. That came right out of nowhere. Right out of nowhere. All right. Let's see. That's awesome, man. Let's see. Did you have any more missions and specials? Let's take a look into the missions here.
There's a stack load, isn't it? There's an absolute stack load.
So Pumpkin Bash, there are missions for Pumpkin Bash you can do. Here's the coins I was talking about. So you can get 30,000 for a top 10, and I don't think it takes a win. So you can make some coin in there, or at least cover your costs. Let's put it that way. This was the one for that particular crew member, which I did. That's top 7 3 times. Onslaught has, well, I've already done that. So You can only do it 20 times, looks like. That's a bummer. I wish that continued. That'd be great.
Yeah.
So that was...
Some of them are very quick and very easy, aren't they? Some of these missions just
Yeah.
fall in place.
This is the missions pausable. You're just cranking them out. You can do 10 every 24 hours to get those coins. SWAT, that was the Prime Gaming. We've got the WZ-111 5A on track. This is Commander AF's mission. It's extra combat rations. That just happens. You don't have to worry too much. It's what damage? Yeah. Battle Pass, that's all old stuff. That was from the bot package for Battle Pass.
That's the other thing. If you've done Battle Pass, Guido, I meant to mention that when you said you completed it, you're still going to accrue those points. So you can still go in and get stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Remember, you have to finish all 3 chapters before you can use the points. Also, I believe you need to use your coins after this one. Because that's
Okay.
the whole season, I believe, or whatever, year, or whatever it's called. I don't think the coins will transfer to the next Battle Pass.
It should be next year now, won't it?
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
So use your coins.
Yeah.
This is the
Not
munch.
working as intended. Did we get on the Asia server and try out the new TL7? Are you heavy on the Jagdpanther 128mm? The short answer, no. But I would love to, actually. But to get the Asia server downloaded, I guess would just be another... I've got 3.
Yeah, that would be.
Accounts living
Yeah,
as it
geez, I can't even keep up. I mean, I haven't even touched my EU account for months and months and months. Zemke, what's going on, man? How goes the 3 marking? Cover Girl versus Baroness. That's probably finished for most of you guys. So that's it for all the UI mission stuff. All right,
Whole
Pilgrim.
stack of missions that are just falling in. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They're just, a lot of them are just happening.
Yeah, Echo's back. Great. Great. I don't know why it's doing that, man. Don't know. I need more coffee.
Should we get Mocha on the screen?
Yeah, I don't know where she is, actually. I think she's laying on the couch. Let's take 5 minutes, guys. Refresh your coffee. We'll come back with subjects du jour.
Guido is his name, Tankin is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, Tanking is his game. Guido. Now in the shadows came a mysterious chap who spoke in a tongue with strange dialect. He offered his help to the mighty Guido to bring some laughter to his love of speedos. To the coffee talk they both came to bring the message of winning ways to all and sundry and the masses. Yes, that's right, lads and lasses. The damage counts and flexing back will keep you on the right track. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. So in what, if you want to progress, then seek out Guido nonetheless. With his sidekick Pilgrim, he has a message that to win you must be aggressive. The position and place that you must seek, for the winners only, not the weak. The guru speaks, so listen well. His voice rings out like the Liberty Bell to bring you all to Unicom land, or to die hard trying in the sand. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido. teach his wisdom and pay his due. A man with a name only known to a few. To his followers his words are true. Guido is the man, big and gruff. He used to fly jets, but now he does the tanking stuff. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. The mountains are home where he watches the moose and hummingbirds aplenty. But he saw the need for the Wat community to have a guru and lead them gently. Down the road to Unicom land will die, trying hard in the sand. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. So he broadcast his message far and wide, using YouTube, Twitch and various means, to lead you to the promised land of WR, win 8 and damage counts. That a mortal man is only stuff of dreams. Win your flank and then go back, was his mantra for the pack, to which they shouted, "Yes, boss man, that we will. Win our flank and then flex back." Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Now in the shadows came a mysterious chap who spoke in a tongue with strange dialect. He offered his help to the mighty Guido, to bring some laughter to his love of speedos. To the coffee talk they both came, to bring the message of winning ways to all and sundry and the masses. Yes, that's right, lads and lasses. The damage counts and flexing back will keep you on the right track. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. Guido is his name, tanking is his game. Guido. So in what, if you want to progress, then seek out Guido nonetheless. With his sidekick Pilgrim, he has a message that to win you must be aggressive. The position and place that you must seek, for the winners only, not the weak. The guru speaks, so listen well. His voice rings out like the Liberty Bell, to
All right, we are back. I tried to mess around with the audio again, but couldn't quite figure out what the heck's going on. So, tons of fun. Pilgrim's being silent, acting like he can't talk.
Oh, all right then.
You know what gave it away?
It's normal form with this channel.
When
You
you
know, something has to go wrong.
when you put your cup down, it went clink, so we all knew.
No. Yeah. You see, that's a quality mug, right? Because that clinks.
Yeah.
Right, but the latest incumbent. No.
No.
China.
Not quality. Not quality.
Get Miserable Monday if you want quality.
I was messing around with the audio again in between, and it's a mystery. I mean, we had something going goofy on the stream with a delay the other day, a sound delay. I think it's just OBS screwing up somehow. Maybe
There's a lot for it to go through, isn't it? If you're streaming, and OBS and Discord, there's an awful lot of things that can go wrong, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm going to stop messing with it. Let's just keep going.
He's having an epiphany.
No, I started. Whatever. I don't need to troubleshoot on this. It's just irritating. It's like, where does it come from? It's the same thing with computers. You're cruising along fine, and then they're like, "Oh, you got an echo." I'm like, I don't know. I have an echo. I haven't changed anything.
No.
Stupid thing. Subjects du jour.
Yes, subjects du jour.
Here's an interesting thing, my friends. Did you know that you might be gaining some of the legacy PRs? Check this out. Go to your depot. I didn't know this, by the way, or I guess I knew it and didn't think about it. Go to your personal reserves button, and right there you will find that you may be gaining some of the old legacy things. Faux example.
Wow, that's interesting. That is interesting. Did not know that.
That is a 200% only crew, and I have 3 of them. That is a 50%.
Right.
That's
I'm doing
different
this right now.
for some reason than the 305. So I think these actually added together. So I should show 306 if we go here. Yes, so that's correct. I have 299 of those.
Did you see how they always highlight the bottom ones for you to click on,
Yeah.
make you use them?
So that's correct. 299 of those. Got 128 of those. Is that right? 128 of the 200s? Yes. 306 and 35 of the plus 100s experience. So those, there it is, 35. So these are, I got some extra dudes hanging out over here. Actually, these guys are extra dudes. This one's added to this one, but it shows up in 2 places. This is newly gained legacy PRs.
In that, yeah. I wonder. I mean, Garand is saying he got shortchanged.
I didn't even pay attention to it. I knew that it was
Yeah.
probably going to be goofy, and I just said forget it.
The thing is, I mean, if it's like we were talking with Grinny the other day, and she had like 2,000-3,000 of these things. You're not even going to notice the figures, are you? I mean, I've got over 2,000. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't notice them. You know what I mean?
So you can still use them. You have to activate them from here, though. These extra ones that are hanging out, because if you go to the new place, they you can't see them. So
okay.
just FYI, though, some of those may be floating around in your accounts. You can burn them if you want to.
Get them out of the way, and
Yep.
then go to the new UI sort of thing.
Well, I think there's some missions and things that they haven't quite swapped over yet, or maybe you forgot about, or things were working in the background already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just keep an eye on it. There's extra stuff in there you may want to use.
But we see that's good. Like Garand is saying that's possibly where his shortfall is. It's over there, and he can still use those.
Maybe, yeah, could be.
Yeah, maybe that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. All right, so let's go check some things out. We talked about it on stream, but the the next line coming up is the Chinese heavy rocket power line.
Yeah, they've got boosted rocket power engines. Marvelous.
And I'm not even kidding. If you think I'm not even making that up.
No, they're advertising it as a rocket boosted engine. Really?
Yeah.
Ah, dear, oh dear.
I don't know. You know, going back to your "don't worry about it" thing earlier. Maybe it'll be fun. We'll see. Anywho, the BZ-176 is the Tier 8 Premium. My suspicion is that this is one of the new Christmas tanks. They usually have one or two, often two.
Yeah.
There's several in the stats.
Oh, you mean with the with
boxes?
The boxes
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
The line is pretty. It's not far away, but it's only in Super Test. So maybe it accelerates and they get into Common Test later in the year, and sometime in February it gets released. I don't think it's going to be ready by Christmas.
But this is a premium, isn't it?
This is a premium. That's why I'm bringing this up.
Yeah.
I think they're going to release this, and then the line will come out. Or it's the Chinese New Year tank.
Yeah.
And then the line will be
yeah.
later in the year, spring or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll fit.
So those are all possibilities. I think there's probably going to be a Tier 9 in the boxes.
Yeah,
because
nice,
there's a couple Tier 9 premiums that are in the files now. So more than likely, I would not be surprised if there was a Tier 9 as one of the Christmas tanks. So there's a lot of possibilities. Who knows? Anyway, this is when you see nerfs in Super Test, you know it's going to come out overtuned, because if it's obvious in Super Test that it's overtuned, where players, frankly, I don't know who the Super Testers are, but they appear to not be very knowledgeable. You know what I mean? Whatever they get out of Super Test is so often wrong.
Yeah, because everything's maximized anyway, so you're never going to get a true reflection of how that tank is going to play in Pubby, for example, or even in competition mode, because everything is maxed.
Well, they have to use something to balance. So I mean, you can't just go, well, Super Test isn't good balance, so we don't do anything. That's not the point. But I guess what I'm saying is, what I've seen in the past is if you're getting nerfs in Super Test, it's massively overtuned, and generally it still shows up overtuned.
Yeah. Diablo couldn't even get into the Super Test. Top player, one of the top players in the NA, and he can't get into Super Test.
Yeah.
Says everything, doesn't it?
Well, it feels to me a little bit like an echo chamber with like a lot of the things they do. They're not interested in a lot of outside input. The company's been that way quite a bit. Any critique is often deflected or ignored or answered with something to the
loud statements.
Yeah, something to the extent of, that's not what we want to do or whatever. I don't know. It's always been interesting. All my feedback to them, I generally don't give it anymore, because I don't know if any of it has ever been heard or they're not really interested in it.
Yeah.
Because
to be honest, Guido, they probably have their own mindset about how things are going to work out, and the only reason, as you say, they put it into Super Test is just to bounce it out there to get some real time stats on it. But they're not really interested in doing anything other than what the company line is.
Well, they want to know if it works, if the model's correct, if they hit X, it goes fast, if there's any like very obvious problems with the content and that kind of stuff. As far as balance goes, none of that stuff is really good at balance. It really is just a throw a dart at the dartboard and guessing game to some extent. I mean, this one's going to be interesting though, because it's got a mechanic that's very different and can get this thing into the fight.
Yeah, I just think there's going to be the X button attached to this stupid tank.
But look at this.
Fre-
So the max forward speed when accelerating was 52. They've knocked 12 kilometers an hour off of it.
Grand, you're so hopeful. It's, yeah, if they've knocked 12 kilometers an hour off the top speed when it's rocket powered.
It may have been a little too good. It does have a relatively low DPM at 1,627. The heat shell 290 pin. It's got this kind of big HE shell thing going on, which is sort of the thing about this line. 900 meters a second shell velocity, 230 pin on the AP.
That's sort of balanced, isn't it? You know, when you start to look at pen.
But I mean, look at that HE, 1,100 on a tier 8.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, you're talking FV territory, aren't you?
Well, and 75 pin can handle a significant amount of tier 6s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or side armor on 8s, easy.
Side armor on 8s, yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty brutal.
Yeah, that's deletion time, isn't it? That is FV territory at tier 8, I think.
Yeah, there you go, Diablo. So limited, right? Yeah. I don't think they necessarily take a lot of balancing stuff off of Super Test. It's the gross balancing, and then they try to neck it down when they get to the common test.
Common test, yeah, possibly that. Yeah.
But even common test isn't played like the real game is played, so that you have to make some educated guesses with these things. But this thing's pretty... Hold on a second. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. Onslaught so far.
Yeah.
Yep, Onslaught so far.
Let's talk Onslaught, because I managed to get a few games in on Saturday morning very early. Happy days.
Did you guys know you can get stats on Onslaught? If you
No, you mentioned this.
Yeah, if you go to the statistics and you do the drop down, you can actually get your Onslaught statistics, which for me, I've played 133 battles. I'm only at 48%. I had that really bad run, which sucked. But yesterday I had a better run, so I started clawing it closer to 50%. So not too bad, not too bad. Doing 1989 average damage. What's funny is I've been playing a lot of Mana Core.
Which you've been chased around the map with.
People have not been happy with that.
Even your own team.
Oh, people type, almost every time you load in, people are crying about it. No lights, no Mana Core, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, prove them wrong, Guido.
Yeah, I have limited it. There's only a couple of maps I'll do the Mana Core now on, but Redshire and Sand River and sometimes Ghost Town, depending on what's going on. The rest of them, like Himmelsdorf, I won't take the Mana Core. Pilsen, I won't take the Mana Core. I just go in and brawl with the heavy. I've been doing a lot of the M454. There's one other map, or is there not? No, there's 9 maps, isn't there? What are the other ones?
9 maps in total, yeah.
Himmelsdorf.
Oh, Dr. Kuhlman, yeah, he was with you in the game.
Yep.
You circled in the back.
I mean, there's a couple of those where the scout's actually pretty good, can get around there, and especially if they take a couple mediums and you have one scout and a bunch of heavies. If you see a couple of their mediums going out to a flank or something, if your heavies can push hard and use the overmatch, and then you keep track, you've already let them know where the mediums are, so their mediums are kind of out of the fight for a little while. Then you just cruise in there with your light tank and help out. It can actually work pretty well.
Yeah.
But that's a fairly organized kind of way, and you don't always see that. A lot of people can't really react that way in pubs. So
No.
still, I've been able to make it work. Not amazing, but it works.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed myself. I mean, as I say, I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday
Yeah.
to get in for the last hour or so, and it was really enjoyable. And it's a mode that if 7 versus 7 was made without all the silly magic power up and all the rest of it, and the transmitters and the artillery thing.
Yeah.
If it was made into a mode, I definitely would put some hours into it. Really would. I do enjoy that 7x7 because, like I was saying to you, if you're in a 7 versus 7, it feels like you have more of a say. You have more of a vote about what's happening in the battle and how you can affect it. Whereas if you're on a 15x15, it sort of feels like you can do your bit, but it's not going to make such a big impact as it is in a 7 versus 7. You know, it just feels more. I don't know what the word is.
Well, that's
more,
interesting you say that because last time we did 77, I felt like I had more impact, and some of it may be because I'm playing the Mana Core as much as I'm playing. For some reason, this time it feels like I don't have as much, and it's more of a crapshoot. And I don't know why that is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
So I don't know. Last time 77, I felt like I had way more impact.
Yeah, it did feel that way when they had that. I can't remember what the mode was now. It was a 7 versus 7.
It was, yeah.
But it didn't have. I can't remember. It didn't have those little power-up things, did it?
No,
It
but I
was-
don't see those. I think it had something like that. There was each
Yeah,
tank had its
maybe.
own thing. But I don't think those are as significant. I mean, they're important and you can use them, but I wouldn't say that they have changed the mode significantly.
Well, I will slightly disagree with that. With the artillery power-up thing, I was on what's the one with the lighthouse on top of the
Cliff.
mountain? Yeah, I was on that. I was on the south spawn. Is that the south spawn? Yeah, well, north spawn. Sorry, and I was just coming around the corner of the mountain, around the lighthouse, and I faced 2 CSs. I was in a CS myself, and the only reason I could hold that corner is because I had artillery keep hitting those 2 CSs. They couldn't push me because I was taking damage off them each time. Eventually, I got the team spotted it and came and supported.
Does that tank have its own artillery or something?
No, but if you hit on that map, if you go into that little circle on the right hand side of the mountain,
Oh, you can grab
that's an
one.
artillery
Right,
site.
yeah, but you only get
Yeah.
one of those. You only drop one.
Yeah, but it repowers. You go in, it repowers.
Oh, and so you went back and got it again.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Went back
right.
And got it again.
I
and then-
gotcha.
I mean, you take a couple of hits for doing it, and then you can arty. But those 2 CSs couldn't push forward because every time they got within, I had an arty. So it worked in that sense. One tank held back 2
Right.
because it had that extra hit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then the rest of the team saw what was happening, and a couple of them came over and helped out, and we managed to clean them out. But I couldn't have held them 2 back; they would have flanked by then.
I mean, in that mode, if
particular.
you can have one tank hold off 2, if the others can press the advantage,
Yeah.
you've created
Yeah,
a good
absolutely.
overmatch. That's that's standard organized
Yeah,
stuff. And I guess maybe sometimes it's a little bit easier to see on a 7v7 because there's not as many things
Yeah.
to pay attention to.
yeah,
It does make the maps more one-dimensional.
Hmm.
I think you have more
Yeah.
options of things to do in a 15v15. There's still good ideas and bad ideas, but there's a couple of the maps in this 7v7 onslaught where you basically have to go to a certain area with enough force.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Himmelsdorf is a prime example. Himmelsdorf, I've seen the enemy team, all heavy tanks, all of them just roll onto the cap and defend the cap, and they
Yeah.
won it. I went up the hill in a medium with another medium and couldn't do anything because the cap is situated that it's behind the buildings.
There's one
So when you're up the
window.
hill, you can't get shot. No, you can't take them off the cap. You can't shoot.
Well, there's
the cap.
one window if they back into you can hit, but yes,
Yeah.
you can actually
Yeah.
position yourself where it's hard to hit from very hard to hit from the
Absolutely.
hill. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely, I get that.
So I think in the other one is Pilsen. If you don't take the side that has that kind of cubby area where there's a
Yeah.
artillery thing back there, if you don't get someone in there, you're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah.
I try to get in there nearly every time, or at least to challenge that alleyway. And that alleyway is almost never played in pubs.
No, it's not, is it?
Because
That's
usually
the
there's a
point
TD
of-
sitting back there, and you don't do that. And so like
Yeah.
TD sniping is not really a thing necessarily. You know, so there's a lot of little nuances that just don't happen in pubs that happen in Onslaught.
And not working as intended is correct as well. 7v7 makes the maps bigger, which is like, you know, I mean, something like Himmelsdorf is a fairly small map,
Yeah.
but when you've only got 7v7, there's a lot of space to play in. A lot of space. I like it. I do like.
Yeah.
I absolutely love 7v7. If they, you know, if they would introduce it as a mode, I would put so many hours into that. It'd be stupid.
Yeah. Yep.
Radio Tower feet. Yeah.
All right. We already did Pumpkin Smash. Let's go to the reasoning behind Mirny.
Yes. Interesting.
Yeah. So the question, of course, by a lot of people is why did they not do Mirny? And I guess Mirny was done by the guys in is it Kiev? Is that right? What is it?
Yeah, Ukraine.
In Ukraine, the guys in Ukraine. Gotta slide all the way down here. Oh, now maybe I've lost it somehow. I had the article. Where'd it go? Interesting. I've lost it. It was just there.
I'll send you the link to it. Hang on.
Huh.
I'll put it in Discord.
Well, I know the gist of it. I don't know. How did I lose it?
There's the exact page.
Okay. All right. So basically, what they had was they're doing Mirny, and of course they have a war going on. So the idea was they wanted to have a more lighthearted thing instead of doing the Mirny thing, which had to do with nukes and that area and all that stuff. So I found it interesting that that's all fine. They can do all that stuff all day long, and then when the war comes, they sort of get this realization that kind of sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think for me, it's the same reason I don't like horror movies and things like that. It's a more grown-up view of looking at things. And yeah, it's a pixel tank game. We just run around shooting pixels and stuff. So I thought that was very interesting. They just wanted to make a more lighthearted mode. So that development team, that's what they did.
Yeah, and I think all credit for that sort of stance.
Mm-hmm.
But it does conflict with the overall Wargaming's supposed moral stance on the whole situation. But that's a conversation we've had before about where does the politic lie with Wargaming at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It lies distinctly with how do we keep making money and make us look the good guys. So, yeah, fair enough. Individual developers have decided to do that as an individual. I don't think it's a company thing. They probably have to pass it through the company, but yeah.
Yeah, not working. That's true. I mean, it is. That's a fact. I don't know. I just thought it is about war and dying. It's not necessarily about dying, though. I mean, it's one of the things they do. People don't die. You hear them bail out and all that stuff. So
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
Had it bail out.
I get it. The concept is obviously built on war, which clearly in the real world people died 100%.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was kind of an interesting thing overall that they didn't like the real world thing, so they decided to make a more lighthearted mode. So I mean, that's all right. It's all
They
right.
haven't, with the exception of that one vlog interview, they haven't communicated that across the game, have they? They haven't said at the very beginning, we've introduced this mode because we want it to be a light-hearted bit of fun for Halloween. They haven't discussed that in any way, shape, or form apart from on this vlog.
Yeah.
Maybe Wargaming. I mean, no, Wargaming is atrocious at communication at times, at best. So, but if they'd come out and said that from the very beginning, people wouldn't have been on the forums moaning about Mirny not being part of the whole Halloween thing. They would,
Right.
Well, they would have done. Yeah, actually, they probably would have done anyway. But
Yeah,
they shoot themselves in the foot a lot. Poor old Wargaming. They try to do the right thing, and it comes out.
Well, that's a hard situation, though, right? It's not. First of all, it's not a situation of their making necessarily, obviously.
No, not at all.
And they're trying to react to what's going on, and they've got employees there that are dealing with this. It's pretty amazing they actually got anything out anyway, to be honest with you.
Yeah, to be true.
So good on them for that. So if you're too irritated about Mirny going away, that's pretty much what happened right there. Hey man, I actually got to go a little early today. We got a situation to go deal with, but we do have a competition.
Yes, sorry. Pilgrim's competition. To all of you who came from Goose's channel, if you're still here, there is an opportunity to win 500 gold for just answering simple questions about simple things. Because I am a simple person. So everything's simple.
Simple man.
So, simple man. I am the hobbit that is simple.
Yep.
I think. Right. So get your fingers on the wiki button. Get your wiki fingers going. Yes, nipples is closer, Brutus. Right, wiki fingers going. Today we're not having a World of Tanks question. We're not having a tank question. We're having a gamer question split into 3 parts. So I need the 3 answers, the 3-part answers together in one single line as an answer, and the first person to do that wins 500 gold, and all I need is your in-game name and the server that you play on. It's just for EU and NA guys. I do apologise, I can't do Asia. I don't have the client and I can't pay in Asia. I've tried. Sutak will vouch for that. So here's the question. 3 parts, 3 answers, all in one go in a line. Not bit by bit by bit, but the 3 answers together. So, this is question 1. What is the average age of a gamer today? The average age of a gamer is part 1. Part 2, which is the first video game to be made into a movie? Which is the first video game to be made into a movie? And in which game is the character Jill Valentine part of? Which game is the character Jill Valentine part of? So, Clippy, no. Hisenberg, no. Well, Clippy, I mean, that's like very close, Mosteb. Very close. Very close. If nobody else gets it, it'll be Mosteb's money. It'll be gold. No Hisenberg. No Brutus. No Izemke.
Did you specify PC gamer?
I didn't, but PC gamer, I do apologise. Mosteb, very close.
PC
It is
gamer,
PC
guys.
gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Average age of PC gamer, sorry. Video game, first video game to be made into a movie. And who is Jill Valentine part of?
It's going to kind of depend on where you get those numbers, though, because I'm seeing other numbers here, too.
I know, but I get my numbers from Pilgrim's Wiki. So you need to go to Pilgrim's Wiki. Mosteb, you are getting closer that way round. I'm going to count to 5. If nobody gets it, Mosteb gets it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mosteb, you have won 500 gold. But the actual answer is 30 years old. Super Mario and Res Evil. Well done.
Nice.
All right, so
nice,
it's 30
nice.
years old. So, Mosteb, if you can whisper me your in-game name and the server you're on, you get your 500 gold. But I'll whisper you so you know who I am.
All right, guys. I apologize. I got to get going. Got somebody I got to go take care of. Real life beckons and all that stuff. Much appreciated. This is it from the left side Atlantic.
And this is it from the correct side of the Atlantic.
All right. See you guys.